Okay, imagine this. The banks we trust with our life savings are basically handing over the keys to their vaults, not to regulators or governments, but to a handful of Silicon Valley billionaires. That's the bombshell warning from Moody's latest report on AI in finance. Let that sink in for a second. We're talking about the institutions that control global economies, and they're becoming dependent on the same tech giants that brought us social media addiction and data privacy nightmares. In my opinion, this isn't just risky, it's a seismic shift in power that could redefine the next financial crisis. Now, let's unpack why this matters. Banks are rushing to adopt AI faster than teenagers chasing TikTok trends. Why? Because the promise is huge: automate loans, slash costs, predict market crashes before they happen. But here's the catch. They're not building their own AI empires from scratch. Nope. They're lining up to rent algorithms and cloud servers from the same 5 tech companies that dominate your phone's home screen. What many people don't realize is that this creates a single point of failure. Picture this: if one AI provider crashes, it doesn't just take down a social media app, it could freeze mortgage approvals across continents. That's systemic risk on steroids. And get this, the very tech firms banks are relying on are playing hardball. Moody's points out that companies like OpenAI and Anthropic aren't profitable yet. Their investors are circling like vultures, which means they'll eventually hike prices like a monopolist in a hostage situation. From my perspective, this vendor lock-in is the 21st century version of oil dependence, but worse, because data is more valuable than crude. I mean, imagine paying $100 per month for a basic AI banking service that used to cost pennies in the pre-AI era. That's not sci-fi, that's where we're headed. Let's talk about the human cost, though. Lloyds Bank's CEO brags about cutting £2 billion in costs through AI. Translation: thousands of jobs vaporized. Now, Moody's says there's a 20% chance AI replaces mid-level employees by 2030. But what's the bigger story here? It's the same pattern we saw with ATMs in the 90s, except this time, the machines aren't just dispensing cash, they're writing financial reports, approving loans, and maybe even deciding who gets a mortgage. If you take a step back, this isn't just automation, it's a fundamental redesign of what a bank employee even is. The most chilling part: deposit flight. AI makes it so easy for customers to switch banks that a panic could turn into a digital bank run in hours. One viral tweet about insolvency, and your entire customer base flees to a competitor offering higher rates. This isn't hypothetical. Look at how Robinhood democratized trading, then look at the GameStop frenzy. Now apply that velocity to savings accounts. What this really suggests is that banks aren't just facing tech disruption, they are staring down the barrel of existential reinvention. Their vaults might still be steel, but their futures are now coded in Silicon Valley servers. So here's my final thought: we're witnessing the birth of a new financial oligarchy. The question isn't whether AI will transform banking, it's whether we'll let a handful of tech bros control the beating heart of global capitalism. What's your take? Drop it in the comments. Let's debate if this is the next dot-com bubble or the calm before a financial storm.